Hello everyone, so today I want to make a follow-up video to the other video I made about how to make Minecraft look 10 times better. As some of you suggested, this will be for Fabric version. But in order not to make this video another clone of that video, even though some of the mods in the previous videos are also available in Fabric, I am going to choose some other mods so that it stays a little bit different. So without further ado, let's get started on this video. Alright, so the first mod that we have is Simplex Terrain Generation. Now this mod is basically a clone of Terraforge, but in Fabric. I actually like Terraforge a bit more, but it's up to your personal preference. But overall, I really like these mods because they make the terrain generation so much more realistic and so much bigger. I can really feel immersed into the world when I have these mods installed. Alright, so the next mod that we have is Canvas Renderer. This is where you have to make a choice. So if you choose Canvas Renderer, you will have a better looking vanilla version of Minecraft. The foliage will move around very realistically, but the thing that I like most about Canvas Renderer is the subtle but noticeable lighting changes it brings to Minecraft. But if you were to use this mod, you won't be able to use Sodium or Optifine, which are both great performance enhancing mod. And also, if you use this mod, you won't be able to render custom skies from resource pack like Fancy Skies. So yeah, it's a tough choice, but for this video, I've chosen Canvas Renderer. For the resource pack, we'll be using round trees and better leaves again, simply because they just make the foliage look so much better. Really unfortunately, I cannot make Canvas Renderer work with Dramatic Sky, but there is a resource pack called More Canvas Compatibility. This resource pack gives glowing effects to a lot of other blocks too. So even though you don't have a beautiful sky to look at least what's on the ground looks a lot better. Alright, so next up we'll be installing some mods that changes the world generation a lot. For the Biome mod, I've chosen older Biomes You Will Go. I was actually thinking of using Traverse and Terrestria instead of this mod, but I've chosen this mod at last because I think this mod works better with Simplex Terrain Generation. Also, it has more compatibilities with the Canvas Renderer. Another reason would be because Terrestria keeps crashing on me and I have to choose older Biomes You Will Go. After that, I've installed Cave Biomes, Young's Better Caves and Unearthed. And I have to say the cave generation in this Fabric version is much better than the Forge version. Everything is just so beautifully connected from the biomes to the caves with so many different types of stone. The cave generation is definitely one of the things that I'm most satisfied with in this list. Next up, we'll be installing Repurposed Structure. This mod takes existing vanilla features and structures and create new variants and modification to them. Personally, I really like these structures. I think they look much better than the vanilla versions. The fact that there are so many variants to the structures really makes the world a lot more dynamic, and overall just improves the aesthetics of the game. After that, we'll be installing some mods that actually improves the aesthetics of the other dimensions. This is another part that I think is better than the Forge version. There aren't too many mods in Forge that allows you to change the looking of the Nether and the End. But in Fabric, there are so many mods that improves the aesthetics of the other dimensions and make them 10 times better. So the mods that we'll be installing are Cinderscapes, Better Nether and Better End. All of these mods adds new biomes into these dimensions, but Better Nether and Better End actually changes the visual effects in these two dimensions. With these three mods combined, the other two dimensions look so much better now. Arguably, I think these two dimensions look better than the overworld. Lastly, we'll be installing some mods that add some miscellaneous visual effects to the game. Since most of these mods are quite simple, I'm just going to quickly go over what each of these mods do. The mod Falling Leaves adds, well, falling leaves into the game. Illumination adds fireflies into the game that spawns only in nighttime. LambdaBetterGrass adds connecting texture to the grass. LambDynamicLights adds the dynamic light feature from Optifine to Fabric. And last but not least, Rocks basically adds a bunch of rocks, twigs, sticks on the ground so that the world looks a little bit less boring and more dynamic. And that concludes all the mods and texture packs that we'll be adding. So now I'm gonna shut up and show you guys how the game looks like. So yeah, that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed content like this, remember to subscribe and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.